Let's solve some problems here. Shannon walked 1 and 2/3 miles on Wednesday and 2 and 3/5 miles on Thursday. What was the total distance in miles Shannon walked during those 2 days? Now, to solve for the total distance in miles that Shannon walked, we just have to add up 1 and 2/3 miles here and 2 and 3/5 miles. So how are we going to do that? We're given here mixed numbers or mixed fractions. So there are two ways to solve this, to add them up. We can write each of the mixed fractions into improper fractions and then add them up, or we can just simply add 1 and 2 and then we add 2/3 and 3/5 separately. So let's do that. Okay, we can just simply add 1 and 2. So this is 3 miles. And then we can add 2/3 and 3/5. We just have to get the LCD, the least common denominator. So neither of the two numbers 3 and 5 is divisible by 3 or 5. So we can get the smallest number that can divide both 3 and 5. Or we can just simply multiply 3 and 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. And then copy the operator sign plus. And 15 divided by 5 is 3 times 3. That is 9. So this is just equal to 19 over 15. Therefore, this one is just equal to 3 and 19 over 15. And now we can simplify 19 over 15 because we don't have 3 and 19 over 15 here. 19 divided by 15, okay, we can write 19 over 15 as 1 and 4 over 15. So this one would just be 3 plus 1 and 4 over 15. Therefore, our answer is just equal to 4 and 4 over 15. So the answer here is letter C. Another way is you can always write the mixed fractions here as improper fractions. So you can just multiply 3 and 1 and then add 2. So that'd be 3 times 1 is 3 times plus 2 is 5/3 plus, okay, 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3, that is 13 over 5. And then you get the LCD, which is 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5 times 5, 25. Copy the operator sign. 15 divided by 5 is 3 times 30. So this is just 39. And then we have 25 plus, which is just equal to 64 over 15. And now we can reduce 64 over 15. We can write 64 over 15 as 4 and 4 over 15. So we get the same answer. 4x cubed times 3xy squared times 2xy squared is equivalent to. Now to multiply these three terms here, we can multiply the constants. First, we have 4, 3, and 2. And then we can combine the x terms. Okay. And then the y terms. And then we apply the law of exponents. Multiplying terms of the same basis, then we just have to add their exponents. So let's do that. So we can multiply 4 and 3 and 2. So 4 times 3 and times 2 is just equal to 24. And then we can combine the x terms, x cubed times x Okay, by law of exponents, we can just add the exponents here for terms of the same basis. So we have x as our base here, so this would become x to the power 3 plus 1 plus 1, because the exponent of the two x's here are just equal to 1. So this is just equal to x to the fifth. Now we can multiply or combine the y terms. We have y squared times y squared. So this would just be y to the 2 plus 2. So this is just equal to y to the fourth. And then combining all the terms together, we have our constant 24, x to the fifth, y to the fourth. So this is our answer. So this expression here is equivalent to this one. So the answer here is letter J. Mr. Wilk is a high school math teacher whose salary is $33,600 for this school year, which has 180 days. In Mr. Wilk's school district, substitute teachers are paid $85 per day. If Mr. Wilk takes a day off without pay and a substitute teacher is paid to teach his classes, how much less does the school district pay in salary by paying a substitute teacher instead of Mr. Wilk for that day? Now we're given here the salary of Mr. Wilk for 1 year, which is $33,660, and the school year consists of 180 days. So to solve for Mr. Wilk's pay per day, we just have to divide $33,660 by 180 days. So Mr. Wilk is paid $187 per day. Now he took a day off, and then a substitute teacher is paid to teach his classes at $85 per day. So we just have to subtract the substitute teacher's pay from Mr. Wilk's pay. So that will be $187 minus $85. So the school saves $102. So the answer here is letter C. The student has earned the following scores on 4 100-point tests this marking period: 63, 72, 88, and 91. What score must the student earn on the fifth and final 100-point test of the marking period to earn an average test grade of 80 for the 5 tests? Now to solve for the average test grade, we just have to add up all the scores divided by the number of tests. In this case, we're given 5 tests. So that would be average equals sum of scores over the number of tests. We're only given here 4 scores, but we don't know the 5th score. So we let X be the 5th score. And we're also given here the average test grade of 80. So we just have to plug in the average test grade of 80 equals the sum of the scores, which is 63 plus 72 plus 88 plus 91 plus X over the number of tests, which is 5. So multiply 5 to both sides. So we have 400 equals 314 plus X. And now we can solve for X, which is our 5th score. So X here is just equal to 400 minus 314. Therefore, the 5th score is equal to 86. So the answer here is letter G. a rectangular lot that measures 125 feet by 185 feet is completely fenced. What is the length in feet of the fence? So if this is our rectangular lot, it says here that it measures 125 feet by 185 feet. So the width is, or the shorter side is equal to 125 feet, and the longer side is equal to 185 feet. And in a rectangle, two sides are equal. Now to find the length of the fence, we just have to add up everything, or we can use the formula of the perimeter, which is just equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So that is 2 times 185 feet plus 2 times 125 feet. So that would be 370 feet plus 250 feet, which is just equal to 620 feet. So our answer here is letter H. Or you can just simply add up everything, 125 plus 185 plus 125 plus 185, and you will come up with the same answer, which is equal to 620. The oxygen saturation of a lake is found by dividing the amount of dissolved oxygen the lake water currently has per liter by the dissolved oxygen capacity per liter of the water, and then converting that number into a percent. If the lake currently has 6.4 milligrams of dissolved oxygen per liter of water, and the dissolved oxygen capacity is 9.5 milligrams per liter, what is the oxygen saturation level of the lake to the nearest percent? Now it's stated here that the oxygen saturation, to find the oxygen saturation, we just have to divide the amount of dissolved oxygen by the dissolved oxygen capacity per liter. And we are asked for the percent or percentage. We just have to multiply it by 100%. Now we're given 6.4 milligrams of dissolved oxygen. So we divide that by milligrams per liter. Oh, this is per liter. By the dissolved oxygen capacity, which is 9.5 milligrams per liter. And multiply by 100%. So we get here 0.6737 times 100%. So this is just equal to 67.37%. It says round to the nearest percent. So this is just approximately equal to 67%. So the answer here is letter B. The expression A times B minus C plus D is equivalent to. Now to find the equivalent expression of this given expression here, we need to simplify everything that is in the parentheses, but we just have to get rid of this parenthesis here. So that would be B minus C plus D. Well, anyway, we have nothing to distribute here, but you have to take note and be careful of the signs, especially the negative signs. And then we can distribute A to each of the terms in the parentheses. So that would be A times B, copy the operator sign, minus, then A times C, so that is AC, and then plus A times D. So this is the equivalent expression, and our answer here is letter C. If 6x minus 3 is equal to negative 5x plus 7, then x is equal to. Now to solve for the value of x here, we just have to combine like terms. Okay, we add 3 to both sides. This cancels out, and we have 6x equals negative 5x plus 10. And then we add 5x to both sides. This cancels out, so we have 11x equals 10. And now we can solve for the value of x. We divide both sides by 11. Therefore, the value of x is just equal to 10 over 11. So the answer here is letter G. What two numbers should be placed in the blanks below so that the difference between the consecutive numbers is the same? So we're given here 13, and the two numbers in between 13 and 34 are missing. Okay, it says here that the difference between the consecutive numbers is the same. Therefore, this sequence here would form an arithmetic sequence. So let's say D is the common difference between two numbers. Therefore, the second number here is just 13 plus D. And then the third number is just 13 plus D plus D to get the next number, which is equal to 34. And in here, 34 is just equal to this number here, the third number, plus the common difference. So that would be 13 plus D plus D plus the common difference is just equal to 34. And now we can solve for the common difference. So that will be 13 D plus D plus D. So that is 3D equals 34. And then we subtract 13 from both sides. So we have 3D equals 21. Dividing both sides by 3, D is just equal to 7. So our common difference here is 7. Okay, therefore the second number is just 13 plus D, which is just equal to 13 plus 7, and that is equal to 20. And then the third number is just equal to 13 plus D, so that is 13 plus 7, which is equal to 27. Therefore, the two numbers here, the two missing numbers are 20 and 27. So the answer is letter B. If x is a real number such that x cubed is equal to 729, then x squared plus square root of x is equal to. Now we can solve this one by solving for the value of x, and we're given this one. So that is x cubed equals 729, and then we get the cube root of both sides. So this is just equal to x, and the cube root of 729 is just equal to 9, because we can write 729 as 9 cubed. And now we can solve for x squared plus square root of x by substituting the value of x. So x squared plus square root of x is just equal to 9 squared plus square root of 9. So 9 squared is just equal to 81, and the square root of 9 is just equal to 3, and this is just equal to 84. Therefore, the answer here is letter J.